Hello. We have the last match of round 1 of Pokemon Crystal Item Randomizer tournament. We're almost at the end of stage 1 here. Yeah. So we have FuriousSmagic versus Chaotix. 2-2 match. Kind of a must-win situation, at least for Fury. Because his bottle score is not great. So it'll be interesting how this shapes out. Yeah, Forgote. We'll see if we can get Raylan in here or not. But yeah, that they're off. And take a look at our starter. Copy. Okay, I think Able is the obvious choice here. Okay, interesting. Chaotix is taking Hitmontop. You're not gonna end up running either of them long term, so yes, there is something to be said about just taking whatever you check last. Yeah. But Able came with Arbos. I don't think Chaotix took the item off, so. Standard buy 5 Pokeballs, 2 options for repel. Because Fury is doing 10 Pokeballs. Slow Bro is definitely not something you should force that hit on top if you really need to. Submission is not a great move with all the recoil you take. At least that can deal damage. Oh. Use me. Psychic Alakazam. Right. Yeah, that doesn't really need. As long as it has literally any move to hit dark types, it should be fine. We'll have to wait and see. Kinda can't hit Starmie either, but Starmie has Crunch. That might prove to be a problem. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, that's good enough. Even if it only has one special move. Oh, and they have Ice. Okay, yeah. Yep. Looks like we're gonna see double Alakazam, cause I have a hard time believing Fury would turn that down. No, you are repelled, Chaotix, you're just low level. Yeah, we'll see how that Alakazam handles. Star me, but yeah, I wouldn't imagine there's too much of a problem. Well, Fury caught a bear. There's some good pokes around here. Okay, going into this fight paralyzed is not ideal. Ursaring has Dig, so that's also nice. Yeah, nothing. Like from the key item side, nothing so far. Oregon 2 could also be a thing. If you even take here with the... I mean, I still think Alakazam is probably the best bet, but you could consider that P2. That has a pretty good special attack and it's not frail. Whereas Alakazam is just asking for trouble. We will have to wait and see. It's pretty darn hard to turn down Psychic Alakazam though. Always nice escape rope in the escape rope chamber. 5 badge and SS ticket. Yeah, basically just trading ropes. Yeah, we're probably gonna see a bit of a difference here because Chaotix got a couple of levels with his Zam, so... And we're also joined by Raven. Hello.
Hey, sorry that I am a bit late. Stuff happened, but
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I was here, so... Yeah, as you can see, we have an actual Psychic Alakazam. How rare is that?
Well, yeah, it's rare enough to make you question if the render is broken, because that's not supposed to happen.
I mean, it did have 3 physical moves, but I mean Psychic.
I mean, that sounds much more like it's
Yeah.
supposed to happen, so maybe...
Yeah, Psychic Alakazam with Ice Beam being a TM, so, you know.
But that sounds like very good Pokemon to use.
Yeah.
We will have to see if we will be running it all the way to the end. There is potential trouble on red, especially if we're getting to red reasonably early. Alakazam has very little defense, so we can run into some troubles on red if we are able to get there pretty quick. So it remains to see if we will be running it all the way to the end. But especially in the early stages, this exam should breeze through pretty much everything.
Yeah, like you can hit pretty much anything. Like I guess dark types can be a problem, but they don't hit hard, so it's fine.
I think the slow roller is maybe
That's
currently the
also
one that could give us big trouble.
Wait a
Don't
minute.
really have-
What Rando?
What? Okay. Sure. Just have a vanilla flash.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean I guess especially Slow King because it actually has special attack, so like if it has crunch or something, it's gonna be a problem. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, I guess.
Our runners probably are looking for some type of electric move to round out their coverage for the most part. Obviously, finding Surf will always be great for any special attacker.
Seems Zap Cannon is not great.
Is this an electric gym?
Seems like it. Zap Cannon Spark.
Thundershock?
Yeah.
And choatix going and paralyzed into Faulkner. This
Yeah. Okay. I think the Ice Beam was actually attached to Chaotix's starter because Furious doesn't have it.
Huh.
So that's a big difference to this Zam.
Yeah.
Right, Faulkner down. We can give warning kicks, I guess. Yeah, not much of a difference here right now, but obviously Chaotix's Zam is just better with Ice Beam. If Surf is relatively soon, it barely doesn't matter anymore. But...
Yeah, also did see there's a Petal Dance TM out there, so if we want to have some water type coverage, we have that option available once we find that. You're not always happy to have Petal Dance, but it does its job.
Yeah, you currently have no way to hit the slow kings. Unless you want to be like sludge bombing them or something. You don't want to do that as a Zam.
No.
Yeah, we hatch our own little baby from the egg, so, you know.
So, question is now, do we trade it away?
Probably not. I mean, you could check the trade just for fun, but... No fun allowed. I have 3 money items on this round.
I mean, you're unhappy to see that. Early money is always good.
That's also basically money.
Yep. I mean, Psywave, for someone who never has played Pokemon, might sound like something a psychic type would want to use, but no, that one's actually not good at all.
Yeah, variable damage between 1 and I believe 1.5 times your level. So like
that sounds right, yep.
And it can even miss, like whoever thought that was a good move. Yeah, we got Rainbow Wing and Strength HM from Union Cave, so interesting.
Yeah. I mean, alongside Surf, Strength, one of the two HMs that you really like to see early, as they are good moves for either physical or special attackers. Unfortunately, we got the wrong one this time.
Yeah, I don't want to teach that to Alakazam. It's better to even just hit the Blizzies and Chances with Psychic than to try and strength them.
Psychic has the chance to drop the special defense, so that would just always work in your way. Oh, and speaking of a water psychic type with Crunch, fortunately it wasn't a slow bro. It was just a Starmie, which has considerably less special defense, so we kind of got through.
Yeah, that was the level 2 on Mikey, so that was a known Crunch user, but like you said, Starmie isn't exactly known for its bulkiness or anything, so it's fine. Hydro Pump Espeon could also be a problem.
Yeah. If you want to look at it, Espeon might be actually a better Alakazam, since it's not as frail.
Yeah, I agree.
Not as fast, maybe, but yeah.
Yeah,
You
can sacrifice the speed. It's not that slow. You'd rather take the bulk at that point. Softball. Right.
At least there's the poison now, so you should net some damage over time.
Yeah, I think you're better off going for Psychic special defense drops if you have the PP. Also, why is the 14 a coughing? That's not vanilla.
Wanting to learn Growl.
I mean, that's one way to. That's one way to increase your bulk.
Yeah.
Okay, Choatix is opting to do Rival first. I don't like something as frail as Alakazam, even with those moves. I would probably just do the gym, honestly. You're just asking to get killed here.
Yeah.
Or, be fully paralyzed 5 times in a row or something.
Yeah. And, whoop. Yeah, Drill Black Flareon, that will do you in.
Yeah. I mean, you outspeed that when you're not paralyzed, but goodbye revives. Unless it's being dumb, apparently.
And Clefable going in there. Luckily it's a 2-shot.
Well, he does have a 1 revive still, so...
Yeah.
Can get through. Out of revives, but...
that does not matter at this point. I mean, there's still the gym to worry about.
It can matter on Boxy.
Yeah. But you could always just decide to skip Boxy at this point and go to Azalea first.
Yeah.
We don't have too much reason for it right now, but...
It's not like he has anything alive that could even be used as a reviver anyway, so...
So do you see Furious going into the forest first?
Yeah.
This has the upside of being able to check the charcoal item immediately with doing the gym.
Yeah, this also I like this because this works really well with repel timings. But, yeah, if you have something frail or just not amazing in general, it's usually asking for trouble to do rival first. Yeah, Choatix is opting for the safe route, entering the center, so if they do have to backtrack, you'll have to wipe back to here instead of Route 32.
I'm actually slightly surprised that Choatix didn't go for this charcoal item now, even especially with being in the center, being pretty close to it already. If there was a revive on it, it could have been very, very useful here in Boxy.
Yeah. I wonder if he just forgot about it, thought he got it first or something, I don't know.
Maybe.
It's definitely optimal to do it from there. Also, Ice Beam is nice for this thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess wiping isn't too bad now that he actually entered the Azalea Center. See how much Psychic does to this Dragonite. Enough.
We're somewhat lucky that Dragonite just wants to kick something, and that's actually one of the moves that does not really that much damage to Alakazam.
Yeah. Right, Boxy is easy enough. After that, Smoochum missed the Zap Cannon anyway.
Hit Furious. See if that matters.
No, they had a paralyzed Cure Berry.
Ooh, that was a pretty good miss there. From the,
oh yeah, don't find has
one.
enough attack to make that hurt.
Yep.
It's a high crit move too, so... Right, Boulder Badge and Pokedex. Unfortunately, no way to get rid of Pokedex here.
Yeah. We somehow do need that badge, and there's no way for us to not take an item for either that has a spot in the key item bag.
Unfortunately. Right, also Pokegear in the forest and Earth Badge currently here.
We're slowly getting some badges. Not many useful ones up until now, but
yeah, I don't think any of these are really useful right now.
I mean,
I forget what stat boosts which badges give them. So maybe there's like some hidden stat boost somewhere, but I don't think so.
That's not something that you can ask me and I would know. So, I mean, we do have the Hive badge, which is at least something to consider for later. That it might be our Canto access in combination with Cut. We do have some Cut checks that we will be getting once we find the HM. So that's at least the badge that turns useful later.
Hive would have also been obedience to that Abra trade.
Up to level 20, which is not too much.
Isn't it 30? I thought it was 30.
What, is it 30? Well, that's at least better.
I think it's 30, 50, 70, and...
Okay.
There was double kick at least there. Was that Zap Cannon?
I want to say that was Zap Cannon, yeah.
And then something like Whirlwind or whatever. I guess, I mean, you could have bought Zap Cannon. That's, if nothing else, it's useful if you have to start doing stuff like blue or red.
I mean, it's also an electric type move, and
I mean, this has
it does it sometimes.
Yeah, this has 2 physical moves right now. Furious Case even 3, so I guess, yeah.
You're probably not happy to have it, but it's something. Well, this is something too.
Yeah, it's a nuke button if you need to get rid of something.
Yep. Yeah, Dragon Breath is at least another special type attack that can do some damage and has reasonable coverage for a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, he is anything but steel, basically.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Psychic is not an answer to steel types either, so...
But
yeah.
I thought it doesn't really help that much there.
No.
It's okay against Steelix since that's also ground, but...
Yeah, Skarmory has no special defense, so that's also fine. So it's just basically like Fortress or... whatever.
There's Blizzard. So
no need for that.
At least for Chaotix, Furious can now run Blizzard Zap Cannon. What a great moveset.
I'm gonna assume Chaotix also got that Mars patch, even though I missed it.
Did. And we're up to 5 badges now.
Yeah, Radio Tower creeping closer.
Yep. Better check that move tutor, and I'm pretty sure Furious will teach that Blizzard since he needs something.
Yeah, he needs the coverage.
Again, everything is better than Tackle on the Select-Exam.
Yeah. Yeah, now that I even think about it, Zap Cannon would be a great answer to those Water Psychics. So you definitely wanted to buy that and teach that. I think.
I mean, the big problem with that is just the accuracy problem on this Select-Exam is getting very, very big, and we don't really have the money for a lot of accuracies yet. And,
that's an answer to steals, I guess. Learning Fire, Blast, and Level Up.
Oh, going in with all the 5 PP moves that we can find.
Yeah, still doesn't help with Water Psychics, though.
Yeah. If only we had something like Zap Cannon.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Dragon Breath would help with those.
Yeah.
Alakazam has enough special attack that it can use Dragon Breath pretty efficiently.
And the paralyzed chance might actually help you out somehow. Getting a 30% paralyzed chance on there.
Okay, I don't think Fury learned the Fire Blast yet, unfortunately.
No. And Hyper Beam is a pro. Well, the problem is gone now. It just went up in smoke.
Sure, Caesar, sure. Yeah, after that you never want to miss Fire Blast on Caesar again, I guess. So Alakazam would be like 500% dead to that thing, at least.
Like, even with a 30 level difference, you cannot feel safe against that. Alakazam has just no defense to for that. So, did see the Fog Badge.
Yeah. And Basement Key.
Interesting.
So I don't know if Alakazam can take early basement. Lead would have to be really favorable.
Yeah. Your moveset isn't great. You definitely want to set up an X accuracy for that fight because you don't want to miss on 6 Pokemon.
Yeah. On the other hand, you're at 6 badges exactly. That's like the sweet spots for early basement.
Yep. If you are able to get a 7th badge in there, you can get all the checks and still without almost any fights. Or without any at all if you're doing it the right way and have a bit of luck. Yeah, immediately teaching that Fire Blast because you need it.
Yeah, these are proved that you definitely want to have a fire move, no matter what it is, basically.
Yep. See how Chaotix is dealing with that.
I guess
freezing is one way.
Guess he didn't wanna miss Fire Blast.
Yeah.
Okay, if Fury entered contest, yeah, he can actually do this way if he entered contest. Let's get that on the way back. Smart.
I personally also like to do it this way to always find Squad Bottle in the national park itself and immediately regret my decisions. You know, it's just random.
Yeah. Now, if he remembers to get the Fog Badge, that would be nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure does. And yeah, I think we've seen everything up here, and we are lacking further progression. So Seems like we have to go back.
Kenya quest has to be something. Right, it seems Chaotix is at least trying to do basement here. I don't really blame him. Like, you know you have to backtrack, but you might get something here you can check in the meantime, if you can get through.
If nothing else, this is the easiest spot to do a death warp.
That's also
right now.
I think they both entered Goldenrod Center, though.
Yeah, that would make it a problem. Okay. Icy Wind Sneezer is not the worst, although mirror moving our file blast isn't really great for us.
Yeah, and now you're also slower than pretty much anything. I don't think you're getting... Okay, if you can set up enough on the Sneasel, you could get through that, but I don't think it's worth the trouble right now.
Yeah. I mean, Chaotix did set up on X speed, but
yeah, Icy Wind kinda messes up with that.
Furious already back in Azalea, stocking up on some more repels, since you usually run out at this point if you didn't buy another one from your initial buys.
Yeah, you don't usually budget this far of a backtrack to be a bike. But, I mean, if you have money, you might as well, but usually you have better things to buy with your money.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, usually you either found pass to have Canto access and be able to buy a spur or max repels there, or get a squirt bottle and get the ability to get over to Olivine to buy super repels. So you don't really want to have too much more repels at this point, since they are just slowing you down in comparison. Yep. It is not always that likely to have this backtrack strictly necessary. Most of the time, if you have to do it, you need to buy some more repels for it. Oh, and we get a radio card. I mean,
well, that doesn't really help, but
it's great to have, that's for sure. But yeah, it looks like our return item is what we need to do.
Yeah. Did Fury deposit everything he had or something? Is he trying to death warp? I think he deposited his Alakazam. It's actually really smart here. If you can.
Yep, if you can.
Leech Shield isn't really great for that, and he doesn't really have a... Yeah, now he's just using Flash. Well, Leech Shield is gonna kill him eventually.
Yep.
I think he still has... Oh, okay, he only the Clefable. That's fine then.
But yeah, good usage of the Goldenrod Center here for FuriousMagic. Was able to at least save one trip. And yeah, that's the pass. So now we can go to Kanto.
Yeah, I think they both probably would have preferred Squirt Bottle here. Just, you know, Alakazam would like at this level more to do North Johto stuff, but you know, you can't always get what you want. So.
We also don't have Surf yet, so we are not able to get the Vermilion Pokemon to consider for main switches. You probably still want to look for Cycling Growth until you get the Squirt Bottle here pretty early.
Yeah, depends on what 5 free items are, honestly.
Yeah.
We'll find out soon here.
Yeah, if there's an early Kanto leader or an early Route 25 needed, this Alakazam might have some problems right now.
Yeah, even Janine could be really tough depending on the lead.
Yeah. I mean, around 25, you probably would be able to force your way through if strictly
If you can get
necessary.
through the first, if you can get through the first thing.
There's cut.
Back to 32, anyone?
Yep. I was just thinking that. Let this give us also one more item on Route 12. And the ability to fight Erika, which is not great right now.
Yeah, also one item on Route 15 and Route 25, which are really not ideal either. Is Chaotix going... Oh, he's going right before he gets the cut. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate here. He will be he will be missing out on potentially the important item. We'll have to see.
We are gonna find out.
Not this item in the Fisher house. So no HM03 so that we can check the last item? No.
No. He's just gonna have to do an extra trip there still, probably.
Yeah. Chaotix finding it immediately after when he needed it.
Yep.
Looks like Furious is hitting Saladon.
Yeah, before checking the Vermilion item. That's interesting.
Might be considering a main switch here.
Yeah, I mean, he has what? He has this Vermilion item, and then he has to defeat some hard fight at least.
Yep.
So...
Not even going into the Mart, so... yeah, that's... will be probably a peek at what Cycling Road has to offer.
Yeah, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they really have great TMs right now.
He didn't teach Dragon Breath, and that's about the best I
mean,
can
you have
remember.
strength. Well, Chaotix is abandoning all logic and taking the boat.
Huh. I mean, that's
Interesting.
That's an option. That would allow Alexam to hit.
Hey.
Okay, sure.
Unfortunately, that thing is not gonna have psychic anymore.
Yeah. But it does have 12 more levels, so
Yeah, it will have Fire Blast, and I think that's pretty much it.
yeah, I mean, you can teach it Blizzard and Zap Cannon to just go full 5 PP attack moves. And
Fire
Solar
Blast, Solar Beam.
I mean, the Solar Beam is water type coverage, technically.
Yes, it is, but he's continuing to look. I don't really blame him.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
We don't really have the moves to make this work. I mean, there was an...
Texas Abra got 4k experience on the boat.
Oh.
So we're gonna be here a while. So Abra trade back on the table? Yeah, I think Fury is gonna check that Saladon. No, I mean, honestly, checking Saladon TMs would make a lot of sense here. You have a great Pokemon, you just don't have moves for it, really. Yeah, this is also an option because they do have cut.
Yeah, not all that you see that. This there.
I mean, that could work.
Yeah. Depends on the moveset. Step, Zap.
Thunder?
That's basically Zap Cannon. So.
Yeah, same accuracy, right?
Yep. It definitely feels like that.
Now the question is, does it have anything else? Under Giga Drain.
Giga Drain is something.
I don't know about that one.
It's definitely better than Solar Beam for water type coverage for the most part. But,
okay, that's
just
good. Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, that's pretty much what you were looking for. It's not Thunderbolt, so it could have been better, but
And a stab
Okay,
thunder punch is basically the same thing.
yeah.
And nothing else really.
I mean, what's Wind Needle if we would want to go physical and want to have something?
Yeah.
Or
Now question is, what does Fury do now? Does he just also take the bolt, or is he at least trying to? Like, Giga Drain and Thunder Punch isn't still great.
I mean, you could have taught Rain Dance and then just go Thunder without accuracies. So,
You have a bit of a cover. Well, you don't have coverage problems, but when your only move for rock and ground types and stuff has 5 PP, that's kind of an issue.
yeah. I mean, Furious taking the path back here is probably going to teach Blizzard, which we still have only 6 patches, so the move to this.
I'd also try to do the
available.
basement. I'd also try to do the basement here.
That is a good point. That would give some experience to whatever he's wanting to try, and it looks like it's going to be the Jolteon.
Yeah, I mean, you have Stab Thunder Punch.
Yeah. Oh,
No basement. Okay.
There's a Glacier Badge in the Lighthouse.
Yeah, Soul Badge was also on the strength guy here, so... Yeah, if Chaotix finds Plain Badge or Squirt Bottle here, this is not a bad play, even, because he can just kind of loop around.
Yeah, and it's most likely going to be something in here that does give you more access to anything. It might just be the expansion cards, given that we have full cut access at this point. It is a bit iffy since we do not have either part of Fly, and we definitely at least need the Storm Badge at some point.
Yeah, I mean, Squirt Bottle could just be on Janine or something, so...
Yep, that's always a possibility, and then they could all
3
be
badges
up
in
there.
only one.
Huh. Okay, we do see an attempt at Janine from Furious.
Yeah,
I mean,
now correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think he saved up, so if he finds... He's gonna have to bike back regardless, I think. Might just take the right side, I guess. And go through Rock Tunnel and do that, but...
it's a reasonable option at least. He has checked out Route 12 already.
Yeah, you can go through Rock Tunnel and go back through Cerulean from there, so... I think that's always gonna be better than biking
he's
up
not
there.
even giving Janine an attempt right now, going for Route 15 first.
Yeah.
We'll see if he even goes back there.
I don't think he saved up anywhere, so he's gonna almost have to at least give it a try. If nothing else, you can use that to Death Warp. Switch audio to Chaotix, he's gonna get the roamers soon here. Yeah, this is gonna be an attempt at least.
Going in without a save, so
yeah, I mean, if it's impossible, it's just a Death Warp. You should be able to set up on this thing.
yeah.
Right, roamer time. No idea.
Is the fire dog a fire dog?
Is it? I have no idea.
I want to say it was a Growlithe, but I'm not good with cries.
Hey, Janine down. Oh boy.
Oh. Well,
That's a nasty one.
I mean, now Furious at least has the option of considering just going flyless. He has the part he needs.
Yep.
The other part has at this point to be on either Erica or Route 25 or Surge.
Yeah, I believe those are the only things in logic right now. Actually, Sabrina is also in. Yeah, Sabrina is and the false director, I guess.
Yep. That Storm Badge is our 7th in logic badge, so that would make Sabrina a possible option for Fly. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Roar guy. Yeah, true.
We do have that too. That would be also pretty mean.
Yeah, that would be mean.
You had to go back for the Kenya to get the pass, to then get cut in Kanto to get back and get Fly from Route 32.
Yeah, that sounds like one of these ROMs, alright.
Yep. And it's not like the other options are really that much better.
Yeah, they really aren't. I think Choatix was just banking on being able to keep this Alakazam and not having to look for anything else, I think, with what he was doing. Which, I mean, when you have a Psychic Ice Beam Alakazam.
Yep. There is not much else that you would want to switch to if it does not have a considerable level advantage. And yeah, with strength already found, it really only takes a plain badge to just continue that full loop and don't really have too much trouble returning. But we're slowly running out of things to do here. We do still have the entire cut maze on Lake of Rage, so we do have a few checks left. There's just 3 Thunder Punch TM.
Yeah, that will help Choatix immensely, actually. He never checked the Mart, so... If he knows his numbers, he knows that's rebuyable, but...
I mean, it's something that not everyone is always aware of. I'm personally only are able to remember TM10 and 11 for Salvo myself. Do you want to say TM17 or 18 are in there too? But TM10 and 11 are the ones that you encounter more frequently on themselves, since you're usually checking their vanilla spots anyway.
Yeah. Furious is kind of walled on this Magneton. Yeah.
We spoke about the problems of Steel types early on Alakazam. The Stotion doesn't really help. Doesn't really have much either for that, since Surf and Waterfall are still missing in action.
Yeah.
But yeah, I certainly expect, especially with the Lake of Rage checks that we have left, to either Surf or Plain Bet turn up pretty soon, since that's...
I would think so.
It seems like that is what the seed was pointing to at this point.
Yeah. If not, then Choatix is gonna have to do a long backtrack.
Yeah. That Furious will probably have to also do at that point, though, since Furious, even with the Storm Badge, hasn't really found anything. Well, yeah.
Yeah, that will work for Choatix, definitely.
Definitely saves him a bit of the backtrack. He can now just go the loop around, go through Blackthorn, take all the items on the way from Ice Path, and then Route 45.
Yeah.
You will not be able to check all Dark Cave items at this point, since we don't have Rock Smash yet. So there's always a chance that we find a random TM out there.
Nothing on Erica.
Now is Furious going to go full fly logic and go 25 here?
I would almost think so.
We do have cut, so we do have 2 checks up there, and it would be a good way for the Jolteon to get some levels that they still could need at this point, and it's not really up there where you would want it to see.
Yeah. Just something I don't know if Chaotix bought Super Repels in Olivine. He only has normal, well, like 5 normal Repels in his bag left, so he's planning to go all the way. I hope he bought some.
I did not pay enough attention to know that. But yeah, I mean, going repellers through Ice Path isn't the worst. Sometimes you just make it 75% of the way through without even noticing you didn't put your repel back up.
Yeah, to be fair, encounter rate there is really low, so that is helpful.
And you cannot encounter anything on the ice fields. Yeah. So.
While we're seeing Sabrina from Fury.
Oh.
That's a bad move.
The punch is troublesome. Does miss this one though.
A red scale on 43.
That kinda is pretty okay, since it is just a turn in on our loop around back.
Yeah, it's like no time waste anywhere at all. Now, if he could find Rock Smash, that would be even more helpful. Nothing on Submarine. I guess we'll find out here whether Fury commits to... Yeah, this is definitely just full fly play.
So
there's no other reason to go here.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not here, then it has to be on Surge at this point, or something that leads to it.
Surge, Roar Guy.
Oh, Roar Guy, right.
Oh. False Director, I guess.
I always forget about those, because no one wants to do those for fly.
Yeah, especially when you have literally nothing else in those areas.
Okay, nothing in the cut checks, but we did find our playing badge, so we do have our progression.
Yep, just go through Ice Path. So Storm Badge go mode? Little too early to call that.
I mean, it's not impossible. We only miss 6 more badges, or 5 more badges for that of knowledge and the expansion card.
Yeah.
We do have quite a chunk of items still left on this path, and yeah. It definitely could happen that we find suddenly a lot more badges. That Storm Badge could actually be Chaotix Go mode.
Okay, he bought some Rebels.
Yeah. Well, 20 won't be enough for the entire run here, most likely, so he will need to buy some more at some point. He will be able to get Max Repels here in Blackstorm though, if he wants to.
Yeah, Max Repels, Hyper Potions.
By that point, we should also have a bit more money again.
Yeah. I guess that depends if you count playing badge useful. And yeah, 3 badges in only one.
Yep. I mean, also the Thunder Punch TM is definitely useful for the Alakazam.
Oh yeah, definitely, since he didn't go to Celadon Mart, so...
Aside from that, there's not much right now.
Not picking up that Max Elixir, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you start sliding away from it, it's not worth it anymore.
No Rock Smash, so we have to go around.
Right, one more fight, maybe 2 on Nugget Bridge.
PP are going to be getting a bit low, but Furious through to the cut item to find Zephyr
Oh boy.
Badge. Ooh. Now that does open up.
I mean, Rock Tunnel, I guess.
Yeah, right, Rock Tunnel. That's in Fly Logic, and we
yeah,
do have
that's
that
the
one
only thing.
additional 32 Zephyr
Oh
Badge
yeah,
check.
true.
But yeah, Furious probably now going for Rock Tunnel, since that's now 5 additional items where Fly could be. So there's really no reason not to at least check them out. So potentially with a save reset, maybe just fight the trainer on Route 8 in preparation.
Oh,
Well,
and
we
there's
do fight
the
the Squirt Bottle.
Well, that will tell Chaotix exactly what Fly Logic is, I guess.
Yeah. So he can absolutely hunt down Storm Bitch and knows where he has to expect Fly.
Mm-hmm. I think he forgot he doesn't have Surf.
Setting that.
Or you can't do Claire.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna unmark that he's gonna pick it up again. Or maybe not. Is he trying to Death Warp? He is trying to Death Warp. So
Why? He will.
that's
I mean,
why Squirt Bottle, I guess.
Yeah. He will be back in Ordervine at that point, since the boat will set your center there. So it's not the worst, but I mean, by this point, with the there's
Fly in Rock Tunnel. Yeah.
With the red scale found, and just the ability, especially with Squirt Bottle, to just take the fast way back to Goldenrod and buy Rock Smash there.
I mean, I guess you can fly back and get that once you figure out where Fly is,
but yeah, that's still
what if you never find Fly HM? That's the thing, like, I don't know. Interesting, that's all I'm gonna say. Oh, card gain Rock Tunnel, thanks.
Yep.
That's the wrong tracker. Let's do that instead.
We see an immediate radio tower from Furious.
Yeah,
not much reason to not do it at this point. We do have basement key.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good way to get some more experience on the Jolteon. It's already high enough in level to not having much trouble in here, possibly. So, yeah. And Furious will be able to fight Claire if he so decides.
Yeah. Can't get any items behind her, though.
Yeah. Has not much reason to do so right now, but he could at least fight Claire if he so desires.
I mean, I guess if you want experience. Yeah, I don't think you're getting past Surge here.
No, Twin Needle T-Tar, nah.
Yeah, I think this is just a bye-bye.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess unless you freeze. No?
Getting through somehow. This bat is not a problem.
I would have probably healed on that bat. There's no way it could have done any significant damage, right?
Yeah. Oh. And this Magma's rolling and then missing, so I think good for Chaotix.
Why do you have a Raichu? Nice 1 HP. Okay, it locked itself into Metal Dance.
But it seems to be a speed tie, which is unfortunate. So, yeah.
Okay.
Not wanting to risk it, and the confusion just doing the rest. Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't exactly a clean fight, but he got through. That's the important thing here.
Just an HP up, so yeah, nothing important on search.
Mm-hmm. Round 6 encounter. Interesting.
At this point, I would expect choatix to be going up for Route 25 here, since this Alexam is not at the best level yet to take on Erika, never mind.
You might just go all the way to Janine, too.
True, that's an option. Can check out the TMs now, not interested though. I mean, he has Thunder Punch mount, so...
It's worth noting he entered center in Saffron, so could try to Death Warp after this.
Yeah.
Alakazam is frail enough that you might be able to do that. Now, I think he used all his healing items, but you can buy stuff in Fuchsia Mart when you have cut, so...
I think he has a super potion left, so he doesn't have really anything that fully heals the Alakazam at this point, but the super potion still does a good chunk.
Yeah.
Just if you want to fight on Gym Leader, yeah, that's probably not going to cut it at most times. Oh, Furious done with a Radio Tower. That's a full restore for his troubles.
Hmm? Black glasses. Can look good, at least, while playing.
Well, hard to find a good use for the berry at this point.
That might be interesting, though.
Yeah,
Depending.
we don't really have much in the way of getting to the level 60 yet. We have neither Surf nor Whirlpool or Glacier Badge.
A Glacier Badge was in Olivine.
Oh, yeah. Right. So
Pretty
we
sure
do have that part.
I'm pretty sure that was one of the Olivine badges, at least.
Yeah, that wasn't Lighthouse, now that you say it. So.
Mega Horn Houndour, eh?
Yeah.
Now... What are you going to do to this? Oh, freeze, I guess. He didn't have anything else alive. If that killed him, he would have just wiped it. Oh, expansion card and False Director.
Huh. Well, that's access to the Snorlax for Furious. We did invest a bit into this Jolteon already, and it's up to level 42 already, so the switch to the Snorlax is not the biggest jump anymore.
Yeah. Right, this should be easy Death Warp for Chaotix. He's like 5 HP and paralyzed or something, so...
Yeah, that will help. The lost money at this point isn't too big of an issue anymore. Well,
It's easy, but apparently Wooper disagrees.
I mean, critting the Sludge Bomb certainly wasn't helpful for the Death Warp. Combination of the poison, but Flareon coming in again and saying, well, I killed Alakazam a few times already. Might just do it another time. Well, fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that puts Sabrina in logic for Chaotix too.
Yep.
So might as well. Zephyr is on Route 25. So, I would imagine Choatix is gonna go there next. Maybe he will just do... I don't know, there's no reason to do Out of Logic Rock Tunnel when you don't have the badge, specifically.
Yeah.
So he seems to disagree. Or he might just get the one cut item he didn't get earlier because he didn't have cut.
That might be more like it. I mean, if you would have had the machine part, there would have been consideration to just go through Rock Tunnel anyway, turn that in, and take the cut way to Cerulean.
Yeah.
But without machine part, that's do you really want to make that out of logic trip when you cannot even do everything there? So.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the reset.
Just a lost item in the basement.
But I mean, we did get the expansion card from False Director, so we do have now West Canto accessible, Victory Road, quite a lot of stuff. You can also check the lost item immediately. That's not really useful.
I mean, you could do defense call rollout if you had rollout.
I mean, could try and catch a magma for it. It has rollout. So, I mean, we do have the Pokédex, so we could look it up. No.
True. A little bit of a stretch, maybe. You know.
Yeah, slightly.
Right, Fury never got this item before.
Not much reason to go this way at this point.
Yeah, let's see what the 60 is, I guess. Not 60-50, rather.
Yeah.
How about no?
Yeah, that's one of the bigger no's.
Yeah. You could have fire blasted that, I guess.
Oh, it would have been experience. Still, we see ice moves used on fire types since we don't have any good water type moves.
Yeah, not having either surf or waterfall at this point is pretty weird, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I should do this too.
Yeah, given that we're still missing 4 badges for knowledge, I am expecting that we will be seeing Surf reasonably soon, since we don't really have that much else left to do. Although we could find a clear bell that would allow us to do stuff without Surf. We didn't see the strength items on Mount. No, we did see them. Never mind. That one was right there.
Yeah. But at this point, Surf is pretty much guaranteed at somewhere, like.
Yeah, sure, at E4, because we can go there.
True. Well, I was actually counting, but Fury does have 8 badges, so he can take the gatehouse back up.
Yeah.
Right, there's Zephyr badge, and that will probably lead Choatix to Rock Tunnel to find his fly.
Yep. Nothing on Route 26.
Yeah.
Let's see what.
There's no reason to get fly point here, so. Whirlpool? Okay.
Wow, that's almost everything we need to get access to the level 60, you know, except for being able to even surf.
Choatix backtracking for the 32 items instead, I guess.
That's I mean, there's 2 items on Route 32 that he has access to right now, but
Yeah, I guess
you know what would make
red
this?
scale too.
You know what would make this better?
Mm-hmm.
Having a squirt bottle.
Or does he think he has the squirt bottle?
Oh no! Yeah, this movement kind of indicates that. Oh, this is. Oh no!
He did save before he took the boat, so the train, so this is fine. But you reset that away.
Yeah. That tree is shaken. Yep, there's the realization. Oh, no squirt bottle.
Yeah, luckily that didn't cost him that much time, but...
I mean, I think overall it might actually save him a bit because he's now forced pretty much to go back to
yeah, rock tunnel, definitely.
But yeah, that's definitely an oopsie.
Oh, Fury is getting the fly point here at least.
I mean...
Oh, there's surf.
Never mind, there's surf. I was about to say, we don't have surf yet. Our locations that we have access to are not that much anymore, and we do have an item behind E4, but now we do have a lot more options.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, E4 is still one of them, so Furious might as well, why not? But I don't think that's the case here.
Now that we have fly access, anything is in logic.
Yeah. The Smart has the upside of being able to buy full restores.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. So slightly faster to fly here after talking to Oak, but it's very slightly.
Yeah, that's on...
It's like frames.
Yep. It's really difference of frames, so... And if your muscle memory kicks in after just using the up and put and then trying to fly, then you already lost everything that you could have potentially even saved. Or not even not even flying up there, but having to either then do another up input or flying or doing the down input back. That's almost all the time you could have saved already lost then again. So
now you have the squirt bottles, Choatix. Well, soon.
Yeah. There it is.
The surf was in Victory Road. And expansion card that is required for that is in behind false directory.
Yep. What's Furious doing right now? What is
Search.
Okay.
On the way, just doing on the way to the boat, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
I would have probably delayed it just because you probably have to go to Vermilion one more time if you find machine part. Do it that time, but I mean, you might never find it, so...
I mean, Furious still needs a lot of badges, so that it's not unreasonable that you might need to turn in the machine part at some point, and we all know how that one last badge sometimes can be just in the meanest place you can imagine. Almost, yeah. It sometimes really is as if the badge is just looking at where you're going and is just hopping places simply to avoid you.
Yeah, it's like a constantly shifting labyrinth or something.
Yeah, I mean, on the other side, search doesn't really get much faster at this point for you anyway, and you're already close. You already want to go that way for the boat anyway, so...
Yeah, that's as close as you're gonna be to it, unless you have to turn in the machine port later.
Yeah. Which, given that you've done Rock Tunnel already, isn't really a great incentive in its own to go back there anymore. It's 3 items plus the Misty Fight at this point that you enable. Well, and the hidden item in the gym again. So technically 3 items plus the 2 of Misty's gym and Misty herself. But it's a bit of a time investment for not too many items, so...
Yeah, there's like a million other things to do right now. So.
Yep.
And like, you just never might find the machine part in the first place.
All we know, it could be in Mount Silver or outside.
Yeah, right now granted it is a little more attractive because they've already done Route 25, so Misty isn't this far away thing that is gonna take forever.
That is true. Also, if Furious were going to take a lighthouse here right now, he would be able to check out the 60 at this point, since he would now have full access. But he does not have Secret Potion, and with Surf especially found, he has a lot more do in the rest of Johto to do than Chaotix had. So
yeah, not much reason when you can just fly back if you find Secret Potion in one of these easy checks here. You have to do anyway.
The lighthouse, one of the faster checks for a reasonable amount of items, so it's not that Furious will just never do it. It's just not the best option to do right now. Will be interesting how much of accuracy Furious is going for at this point. There's not too much immediate reason to go for too much.
Yeah, like you can't even check anything in Burnt Tower, so...
Yeah, and now you can at least check one item in there, but now you have also the full loop around through Blackthorn available.
Yep. Also these surf items that Chaotix couldn't do.
5 new checks.
Well, I guess 6 if you count the outside item.
True. And yeah, will also be interesting to see if Furious will go for an immediate rocket hideout. You don't necessarily need to. And could go always through Blackthorn first, fly, just makes it so much easier to fly back at any point.
Yeah, I mean... I don't know. You probably want to go through Blackthorn first, but... I don't know, it's hard to say.
I mean, if you are going to find Rock Smash Axis somewhere in the hideout and you got do a complete Dark Cave on your first trip there, that would be the one upside I see currently. If you are intending to fight Claire as soon as you get access to, you might want to look out for the Glacier Badge, which we know he wouldn't find there, but that could be a reason. But yeah, aside from that, there's not too much incentive to do anything before Blackthorn, so it's really just more up to what Furious is preferring to do first.
Yeah, Chaotix did not skip False Director, luckily, so he also got his expansion card.
We'll do the basement, then most likely do the West Canto loop to finally find a surf.
Yep.
Whirlpool was before surf, right?
I believe so, yes.
So Chaotix would actually have the option to check out the Route 27 Whirlpool item if he so desires. Which, if that's one of the useless badges, or one of the Canto badges, Thunder badge, Rainbow badge, or Volcano badge, that could be actually potentially a big find for Chaotix. Furious might not have much reason to return back there.
Yep, and Fury is giving all of Mahogany for now, so...
Yeah. I mean, again, with Fly, just so easy to return back to this.
Yeah.
The checks up here all take a bit of time compared to the Ice Path checks that are literally just more or less on the way of getting through.
Yeah, you kind of want that Max Elixir, probably.
Yeah. I think we did see Chaotix skip over one of those earlier, but
yeah, we definitely did.
At some point, you really want to have one or two of those. I mean, if you wanted, you could technically take the center before Mount Silver Cave. But,
you might need them if you need to do like Elite 4 or something, and you can't center a mid thing there, so... Nice routing from Chaotix, routing the Rock Smash boy to the basement.
Oh, Ice Punch TM from TM27. That's actually if we would have gotten it earlier, probably better than Blizzard for the most part.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's weaker, but you want accuracy and PP, or at least like for a move that has coverage as large as Ice has.
Yeah. At this point, it's maybe slightly too late, and you can make do with Blizzard. But yeah, still a great TM to have. And if we were going to main switch again, for some reason, having Ice and Thunder Punch both available is a great combination of moves.
Yeah. That's definitely better for most of the game than Zap Cannon Blizzard. Which was the other option.
I mean, given enough access to X accuracies and the ability to set up at least one of those per fight, then Blizzard Zap Cannon is actually a very, very good moveset for hard fights. But
yeah, or hard fights only. You don't want to be setting up X accuracies on all of the fights. Right, Fury is gonna find the squirt bottle here. Yeah, it's interesting to see at which point he goes into Mahogany Rockets, specifically.
I mean, at this point, I would expect it still sooner than later. We are missing enough batches yet that just the item density of Hideout is too big to ignore, I'd say.
Yeah, I would agree.
Waterstone and Flash Chamber after Slowpoke Wow, which is also a reasonable chunk of items. There is consideration to maybe try and hold out until you find Clear Bell for being able to combine that with the Ho-Oh Chamber too, but The clear bell might just be in Waterstone Chamber anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't delay these forever. So our first fishing rod. Let's go. Yeah, you want to delay these a little time, but to see if you can do all of them at once. But at some point, you just have to do it.
We have also the lighthouse that Furious is delaying for now in hopes of finding secret potions. There are a lot of spots where you can try and delay them to find something to make them better, but if you do that all over the game, at some point you don't have anything to do anymore, so at some point you need to do some of the stuff. And this is still 12 items for Furious to get. That's a similar amount that he would get out of the rocket hideout.
Yeah, like you said, Chaotix can check all of this stuff at once here. He got the Whirlpool and Surf at the same time. Though he did not teach Whirlpool yet. But...
I mean, the Route 27 item is a bit out of the way. Let's see if Chaotix really does want to go there.
You can check the 2 Tojo items while you're in the area, so I would say it's worth just going there. Okay, Rainbow Badge in Waterstone Chamber.
So that will be needed at some point. See what the Flash Chamber has to offer. Chaotix is going down all the way.
Yeah, gonna have to teach the Whirlpool, but that's fine. Okay, there's the rollout for defense skill combo.
And not in the Flash Chamber.
Yeah.
Going to wake up this Dodo, get that check out of the way while you're here. Did Furious do the Route 32 checks already?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so it looks like
he's coming back. Yeah, this Roar guy has been available for like an hour at this point. He just never had a reason to come back here.
We definitely had no reason to ever get here, considering that we only had a conversion to TM.
Is Chaotix going to Claire? It would be a play. Might just be buying max repels and hypers. But...
yeah.
Or go through Dark Cave, actually.
True, that's now available in turn 2.
Yeah.
And with Rock Smash, he now has also those, the entire Dark Cave in one go available. I mean, Claire this early would be somewhat aggressive, considering what, in addition, you have open.
I don't think he's gonna do it. Never mind. I think he's gonna do it.
I mean, he was on the way to Clay earlier already.
He was. So, that is true. And if there is something here, this is a big play.
Furious will definitely be not incentivized to go here until he finds the Glacier Badge. I mean, you always could go to Claire for the 2 items when you don't have full Whirlpool access, because she does tend to have the second part of Whirlpool an annoying amount of times.
Yeah.
But it just still does not feel great to not even be able to check 3 of the items in there.
Yeah, you don't want to do that until you're down to some not so great checks.
And with the entire hideout still available, which Furious is about setting up to do right now.
Yeah, I think that's
that's
a pretty reasonable play here.
Yeah, and I definitely would expect the lighthouse before that either. So
no, at this point, when you've hinged this on getting secret potion first, you're gonna do hideout before even considering it.
Yeah, I mean, after hideout though, before going to clear, you will go into the lighthouse. Even
definitely.
And by that point, we also get full World Island access and logic, so there's a lot more to do for clear for Furious, I guess. Which choatix also had access to, but didn't do. So yeah, that's a pretty aggressive clear.
It definitely is. I guess he might feel he needs to do something like this because he went all the way to the Blackthorn taking a boat before getting fly and stuff. I don't know. It's yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, on the other hand, the Alakazam that both had at its point, or it wasn't just in the spot to get the fly early, so you had to do something, and you never know what's there on Victory Road. For all we know, there might just be terrible options, like an Alakazam without Psychic.
Fury didn't see exactly great things, but the Jolteon even wouldn't have probably worked out without the Thunder Punch TM in the Mart. Like, it definitely needed that. I know it had a Thunder, but you don't want to rely on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting to see. Dragon's Den here now. Well,
it's a secret potion.
I hope you are not delaying Lighthouse too much.
Yeah. So you do have to do a double dip of something.
Yeah. Oh.
I guess Lighthouse is the more attractive option for that, since you can get more items out of the first trip.
Yeah, if you have to choose between double dipping Lighthouse or Dragons, then I think the answer is pretty clear.
Just go to E4.
Exactly. It's not like you're gonna need the secret potion anyway.
Pretty disappointing then so far. Just one more item to maybe prove it a little bit.
Yeah. Plus the 2 behind secret potion, I guess. But...
yeah.
Yeah, that's that is pretty disappointing.
Yep. Also not taking that X accuracy.
Yeah, I would have taken that if you haven't bought any at this point. Machine part in hideout, okay.
Also not the greatest thing to find so far yet, but we do have a few more chances there too. And granted, we don't really have that much left to find. There's 3 badges, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Furious will need to get a Glacier badge out of Lighthouse at some point. Choatix will need to go into the Waterstone Chamber for the Rainbow badge. But that's about it.
They're both gonna find their ways there sooner rather than later, I would think.
Yep.
So it's more of a question, where are the remaining badges?
It's a good chunk of things we didn't see yet. The reminder of the hideout. We do have World Islands open to us. There are a few checks in Kanto left, especially with the machine part now. We did see neither Brock, Route 4, nor Blaine and Blue, so those are available. If Clearbell shows up, we do get Tin Tower access. We also get access to the second item behind E4 with that, so there's still quite a chunk of things that we can find, or that we can check at some point.
Right, these dark cave checks are new here, so... I mean, 2 full restores, that works.
And a full heal, sure.
And the cave seems to be pretty full of it.
Yeah.
Looks like Well Islands to me.
Maybe try the potion first.
Yep. Okay, yeah.
I mean, while you're here, why not?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, when you've done Claire so aggressively, you might as well.
Yeah, especially if it's the only advantage you can get out of the den right now, so you might actually be very incentivized to just do and hope that it was something. And I mean, the time loss of this being unnecessary isn't really mattering that much anymore, considering that then all the amount that you invested into Claire already is more than what you lose at this point here from this.
Yeah, you definitely want to know if you did Dragon's Den for nothing.
Yep.
Just to figure out what you want to do later, at which point.
Knowing if this was needed or not could heavily impact the decision to, for example, go towards E4 or maybe do stuff like Route 4 earlier than you would do otherwise.
Right, it's only machine part in the hideout proper, I believe.
Yeah, didn't spot anything else either. Do you have 3 more checks?
Yeah.
And
okay, that was nothing.
Completely useless dragon stand.
And that must feel bad for Choatix.
Absolutely. Yeah, going to continue towards Whirl Islands and Cyanwood, both of which we can fully do at this point.
Oh yeah, good wait here. Don't wanna hit that guy.
Yeah, that's the one with 6 Pokemon that it does not give you that much experience as they are pretty low level, but it wastes a lot of time.
Yeah.
But then just take that 1 second off, make sure that you don't get caught. Fine. Yeah, it didn't really look like there was anything on price either.
Nope. No. Well, nothing useful at least. Okay, hideout is just the machine part.
Picking up the red scale.
You can't switch that there. Come on. Okay, Choatix is checking the 60. Nope. Oh.
Well, can't escape now, and it's worthy to catch apparently. Well, we did see the volcano badge on the flower shop.
I believe Choatix has checked that.
Nope.
Hope he hasn't just forgotten about it. So he was in Goldenrod definitely after getting the plane badge.
Yep. That was for the radio tower, since he got the plane badge way before getting access to that.
Yeah.
Or, well, getting access to it and being able to get there pretty quick again. Oh, there's Rising Badge and Whirl Islands. Okay. don't have
So-
Waterfall HM yet. Never mind, we do have Waterfall HM now.
You were saying?
Huh? Did I say anything?
I don't remember hearing it.
Must be your imagination.
Yeah. I have a thing with hearing voices. Yeah, we're only missing one badge from no mode.
Yeah, hopefully for Chaotix, he definitely, or he did not forget about the flower shop in Golden Rod. That would be pretty unfortunate way to lose this race if he just is missing that one, or if he is forgetting the one check where an actual badge is.
Yeah, that would be pretty unfortunate.
Since it's even a Kanto badge that does not have tied anything else to it, there's really nothing that could point him towards that, or even saving him doing some checks.
Yeah, I think pretty much the only chance he has to remember that if he has indeed forgotten and marked the thing off is if he eventually goes to Soft Sand Girls.
Did not have anything, as Furious has shown us right now.
Yeah.
Seeing its Cherry Grove check and turn in the red scale. I mean, the Razorly, if he would have been able to get that very early on, would have been actually pretty nice for the Alakazam. Yeah. Unfortunately, Surf kinda was hidden a bit deeper into the seed. There's the Petal Dance TM. That also could have been nice.
Yeah, you'd definitely like Razor Leaf over at this point though. But being locked in the move is just not good in general. Unless it's Stab Outrage, then you can make the argument.
Chaotix going for Motor right now, as he has just everything in here available.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see if this will be even necessary. Furious definitely can just, once he does go into the Lighthouse, be on a potential very, very quick way to finish. The last batch is actually here in the Waterfall section, as I don't think Furious would then be really tempted to ever go into Claire.
Yeah, probably not. I can't imagine it's too far off that he goes into Lighthouse.
He's going for the machine part now, which I mean, it's still 5 checks that this trip to the power plant will unlock for him, and it doesn't take too much time. So it's comparable to the Lighthouse at this point, with the difference that there is nothing that can improve this at this point, while you still can find Secret Potion for the Lighthouse.
Machine part was also the only thing in the hideout, so you kinda want to know if you did all of that for nothing or not.
Yep, yeah, definitely do.
And I guess you might as well do Misty while you're at it.
I mean, with 25 done, Misty isn't that bad of a check anymore. It's a single fight. It does take a bit of biting, but it's not too bad at this point. Did we ever check the last item here on Route 12? We might do this one as well.
Yeah, I don't think they did. Surf was so late that... Mystery
Egg. And not behind the machine part checks it themselves. And not going to even the Cerulean Gym for Furious instead.
Interesting.
Now, that's a somewhat aggressive acrobatic check now, considering that there's still an entire lighthouse open. I mean, not much else, I guess, at this point, to be fair. And you can always be worried about having left behind something easy at this point with 3 badges remaining, 2 of which would give some reasonable access to.
Yeah, and Cleardle was the last item in Waterfall Mortar.
Well, I think Chaotix has a new set of checks to make.
Yep.
Because there's really not much reason to not do, and this will lead Chaotix towards the Rainbow Badge eventually.
Yeah. Then there's the question of the Volcano Badge. But
yeah.
We'll have to wait and see, I guess.
So, the big thing here is Chaotix has not done Hideout yet. So, that's a potential big time thing that he still has available. Furious has the Clear open, which I don't expect him to do at any point at this point, because without Glacier Badge, it's just not that attractive. And I mean, yes, you can delay Lighthouse and then say, well, I skipped it earlier. If my opponent found something there, then I might have lost anyway. But I don't think that's enough of a reason to just aggressively ignore the 5 items you get out of that.
I don't think so either. Yeah, looks like Fury really doesn't want to lose to Morty or something. He's just doing all of this, I think.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's Burn Tower and Morty is 4 items on themselves, so it's not that little. And Acrotique itself, again, is comparatively equal to a Lighthouse in terms of checks. And maybe not time for an investment, as Acrotique is a bit longer for all this fighting, but there's still similarly enough, and there's nothing that really would improve this at this point aside from going to Tin Tower, which is
Oh, Fury did not trigger the roamers. Okay.
Nope. You actually do need to do that.
Yeah.
You want to fight Morty?
That is a true Warp Rando moment, getting thrown out of Morty's gym.
And nothing so far in Tin Tower. I mean, there's also just one more badge to find. We did see everything else on the tracker, so...
Yeah, one more key. I think we've pretty much seen all the useless stuff too, so it's basically only one key item.
Yeah.
Which could be literally anywhere.
Yeah, it might actually be in here, we just didn't have access to it yet.
Mm-hmm.
That was the repel trigger. It's always a moment where you can just, if you are not paying attention, thinking that you talk to the item, but instead you just set another repel and then just skip over an important item that has been done before. You always want to be careful of that.
Main switch?
I mean, you
Little
can
too
always.
low leveled.
I mean, you can always take a look at the moveset. Dig is not the most impressive at this point. But you know, it might also have Psychic, and it's definitely not as frail as Alakazam, although the level difference does come
Yeah, I
into
think
play there a bit,
if it has Psychic, and only if it has Psychic, you take that level decrease, I think.
I mean, Chaotix still should have that Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch was viable, so you could put great moveset on it. It's not like that's impossible right now.
Yeah, we're seeing Lighthouse from Fury, so he's also gonna be one batch away pretty soon here.
Really depend on the whole chamber. If the Thunder Badge is in there and Chaotix remembers to do the Flower Shop before going into the hideout, then Chaotix would have the advantage here. If Chaotix is going into the hideout, Furious will be eventually on the trip here. Or if the Thunder Badge is just not in here, and he might not have to do Tin Tower for all of this. Which there was there anything else in Wall Island at this point?
Well, there were both Waterfall parts, but I think that's it.
I mean, I guess we do have the Rising Badge check. I don't think Chaotix did that yet.
I don't think so either.
So you might have to go into the Wall Islands for that at least, because you need the badge in Wall Islands, but you don't necessarily need Waterfall itself at this point.
Well, depending on Whole Chamber.
Yeah. Unless Whole Chamber has the Thunder Badge. There's Laser Badge for Furious.
Yep.
This might push him into Claire, but with World Islands accessible now, I don't expect that to be the case.
Yeah, I doubt it, since he's gonna be literally one item away pretty soon. Claire is a long check for 5 items.
Yeah. And considering that you didn't hide out for pretty much nothing, I'm not sure if you want to go for that one necessarily. Self-destruct.
So Tina was just a bait again, I guess?
Yep. So Waterfall not even necessary.
Oh, the mystery egg was in Tin, that's right.
Oh, right. I mean, yeah, sure. We do have the 2 checks now on Elm. I'm Furious on the way to World Islands.
Yeah, gonna get Waterfall, gonna get Rising Badge, and have to figure out what to do after that. Yeah, Fury not even considering checking the 60. There's literally no reason to. I guess if Red's lead is like, I don't know, Earthquake, something, maybe, but like... Jolteon is fast enough.
Yeah, I mean, the Earthquake lead specifically would actually be very interesting with this specific Lugia, as Earthquake would just not be able to hit that, but
Okay,
Oh!
5 Thunder Badges. So Tina was needed.
Yeah,
Now,
okay.
does Chaotix...
That's going to be the
That's
hideout.
bad. That's bad.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, there's a point to say that you could just do quick one-off checks. On the other hand, there's so many items in there. The likelihood that the badge is in the hideout is statistically way higher.
It is. That is true.
And given that the entire Tin Tower part is, the Tin Tower section is needed, Furious will need to do the waterfall section. That's a bit of time he needs to invest, then go all the way through Tin Tower. So Chaotix has some time here.
He has some time, but the hideout is gonna take a majority of that time.
Yeah. And,
Okay, Furious might just do Chuck here, which would kinda buy some time back, but...
I mean, at this point for Furious, it does make a lot of sense here. He wasn't deciding what its 4 items over here. If he isn't willing to do Claire, then this is some comparatively amount of checks to do in a little bit less time. So
yep. It is indeed Chuck being done.
yeah, but the big thing here will be, is Chaotix able to remember that the flower shop.
Yeah. A volcano badge is in the flower shop in Goldenrod. So it's a little unclear if this is just a forgotten check or if he's just not going there yet. I think it's forgotten check because he didn't check that when he went through radio tower and basement, but I don't know.
Yep, that's
It's
Chaotix.
possible he will remember it at some point.
Chaotix had a chance to check it there and didn't do it. It's entirely possible that he just completely marked it off the tracker, intending to do it, and then just never went there.
Yep.
It's definitely a very easy check to forget, so I will agree with that.
He will have to find out. Thunder Badge is on Elm's Aid after you get Clear Bell in Waterfall Mortar to climb Tin Tower to get Mystery Egg.
So it's quite a bit of time investment that FuriousMagic has to make if he wants to get there. But he is on a reasonable path to get there. I mean, Chuck is a slight distraction of it, but he just got Rising Badge and Waterfall, so the most likely next area that Furious would go to would be Mount Water Waterfall. Is just the best area of checks that he has available to. And then finding the Clear Bell in succession would mean that Tin Tower would be the best choice for him to go.
Mm-hmm.
Chaotix wants to make sure that he did
Oh,
this
he forgot
fight.
to fight this guy. Okay, I see.
Yeah. The bad thing for Chaotix is here now finding the machine part could be again lead him some
It's not frozen. There's that dot jumping around. It's
also the timer is running.
Yeah, timer is running. It's just probably a bathroom break or something.
Hopefully. There was nothing in the race room to indicate that
Yeah.
some bigger issue at this point.
Sometimes you just have to go. These are long races.
Yep. I mean, the worst thing that could have happened for some reason here would be that the controller just stopped working for some reason and Furious is not able to get it back to working. But
Pretty sure we would know by now.
yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So,
I don't know. I don't even know if he's a controller or keyboard player.
Huh?
There we go.
just embracing the hot memes.
Exactly.
Spike up is not really the move that we want to have at this point. So.
No, but that is useful knowledge if Red happens to lead a Jolteon or something.
Yeah.
That would the thing will have it at that point. You definitely don't want to be setting up X specials and see Psych up.
No, definitely don't want to. And I mean, knowing that there was thunder out there, you definitely also don't really want to use an X accuracy, I guess.
Hmm.
Furious is on shock. You won't find anything in here, as we know. But yeah, after
Nothing
this,
left to find.
he will most likely head off straight to Mount Mortar. I mean, guard spec is okay, but we probably had one already if that went in our bag. Don't really
Yeah, I would
need much
imagine
more
there
pros.
would be no space otherwise.
Yeah. And yeah, getting some frustration out of the seat.
Okay, waterfall mortar, so that's probably gonna lead him to Tin Tower instead of Claire.
Yeah. So, Furious is on the path towards where he needs to go. Just the big question is just, will Chaotix remember in time that he has to check the flower shop and is going to do that?
I doubt it, but we'll see.
Yeah. He had his best chance and let it slip, so at this point, it's really not looking too good for it. But, I mean, after this last check here, after the hideout, it is the spot to do it, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't necessarily want to do the machine part checks if you can just find your last badge with one quick check before that.
He has the 44 surf items still, so I'm gonna check
right.
that.
That one's out there.
He didn't have surf when he first came here.
Okay, where is the flying going to? And that... not machine part?
Lost item.
Oh. Meanwhile, the mystery egg was actually in Mount Mortar.
Oh, was it? Okay,
Yeah.
so you don't need Tin Tower. Okay.
Well, that changes things.
That definitely changes things.
Because now with Rising Badge and Mystery Egg, I would expect Furious to wanting to check that all before he heads into Tin Tower.
But yeah, you're missing one item. You want to do the fast checks.
Yeah, there's the machine part for Chaotix. So yeah, actually it looks very much like Furious is in a good position here. provided that he does do check the mystery egg before he does any of the 2 remaining long-time investments that he has currently available to do. Which he just now got the second one accessible.
Yeah. See where he flies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly what he should be doing, and that's what he is doing.
So you can end this race at 20 badges.
Yep. 4 more into the next race.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's go mode for FuriousMagic. And I can't imagine his Jolteon should have too much trouble.
Literally has some strong physical attacker that does not go down to Thunder Punch or Surf immediately, having Earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big ask of circumstances.
I guess I could do that.
And I mean, like the big weakness of Jolteon and having not that much defense can be combated with X defense.
Yeah. So you have the speed, so if you need to, you might be able to use something like Flash or something.
Yeah.
If you outspeed the lead.
There's not a lot that should give Furious potential trouble. We are level 52 pre-Candy already, so we are in the reasonable level area where we could be. Maybe slightly.
I don't believe we have any sleep-inducing moves, so that is not something that will help today, but...
Getting up to level 57, that's definitely the point where we can probably expect to have not too much trouble.
Yeah.
That will heavily depend on what Red is leading.
Should be fine. It's not much of a physical attacker, so that's already a point.
Yeah, that isn't really doing that much. Setting up to defense, though, seems a bit much.
Yeah, I don't like giving it so many chances to crit.
Yeah.
Crits are 1 in 16, so, you know. If it gets like 10 turns off, it's actually pretty likely to crit at least once.
Furious has set up 2 specials and X-Egg, and is going to thunder everything. The Tyranta lives though and gets a mega kick in. Good thing there were 2 defense on.
There's Choatix's Volcano badge. Unfortunately, that's a bit too late.
Yeah. Blizzard and Thunder is just a good moveset to fight Red with if you have the ability to get an X accuracy on, and Furious was able to. Yep, and this fight, so the Teeter moment was slightly scary, but yeah, Furious got through.
Yeah, that's
GG.
Furious done with 208.24. Pretty good Jolteon.
Yep. You don't really need a speed on Jolteon, but the extra special is always appreciated.
Yeah, and we're joined by FuriousMagic. GG, man.
Hey, GG.
Yeah, that was a seed. Trying to follow the fight logic in Kanto was. I mean, I'm not sure if it. I feel like it was a good idea in the end. For
It It was a good idea when you got the Jolteon and there was the Thunder Punch TM in the Mart. Otherwise, it might have been a bit rough.
Yeah, like I wasn't really going to push it that hard. I was probably just going to take the boat if I didn't get one part on Benin.
Yeah.
But, yeah. After that, I decided, okay, this Jolteon's probably good enough if I don't, if I can set up on the gym leaders. So decided to try to clear as much as I could reasonably for that other part for Fly.
Yeah, Chaotix did the other. He took straight to the boats. Even that wasn't too bad because like playing badge was in North Johto. But...
Yeah, that, and also listening Squirt Bottle available.
Yeah, that was in what 45, I think.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so that's not that bad then for just navigating around Johto then.
Oh, it was a Psychic Mewtwo, what?
Excuse me?
The Ho-Oh was a Mewtwo. And this thing actually had Psychic.
Okay, no.
When we were there, we were talking about, well, at this point, the Alakazam was on level 47 at that point. So,
Yeah.
We talked about a bit, but said, well, it had to be a Psychic Mewtwo to make this maybe a consideration.
Of course.
It was Psychic Spore. So, like, pretty much the best thing you can get.
What did you end up running?
The Alakazam.
Okay.
Chaotix did not decide to go for an cycling main switch, instead took the boat pretty early to get a nicer level curve on the Alakazam. So
okay. That makes sense. I wasn't like, although the Psychic Alakazam was great, I'm like, if I can find something better, that's a pretty decent level boost. So
I think the big kicker there was Chaotix had Ice Beam available on very early.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think the starter that he took had Ice Beam attached to it because you didn't get it. Gotcha. So
the Hitmontop I take it then.
Yeah.
I don't see a pick the hop up, so.
Pretty sure it was that, or maybe it was something he caught. I don't know. I missed it, but it definitely something along those lines. Right, we have, what, 2 more pokes, I think? 3.
But at this point, Alakazam's just going. There wasn't too much trouble. Well, this Wigglytuff might be, but we have Psychic. Jumpluff even got a hit in on us.
That's also Chaotix done. So pretty close in the end.
Yeah. If Chaotix would have remembered the flower shop earlier, or would have done it earlier, this could have been really, really close.
I'm sure me standing still for like 5 minutes also helped with that.
GG Chaotix.
GG.
Yo, GG.
So I guess, did you just forget about Flower Shop or?
Yeah, I thought I kept. It's a lot when there's so many things that the seed is throwing at you. You just forget to go back and check these things. I was about to go to Chuck then as well, and just happened to go back there for some reason.
Okay, that's
so many small checks just lying around that I forgot to go back for.
Yeah.
I will say though, it's a very strange seed.
Yeah, you kind of took a gamble with the early boat, but it didn't really like punish too hard with playing badge and stuff.
So I was really just trying to get experience by doing that, rather than anything else. But when I found that squirt bottle, which I then forgot to save afterwards, as you may have remembered, that was when I knew that Fly was very restricted in where it was. So I was quite happy when I did find that squirt bottle.
Yeah, it's not too bad to find it found about that way. Then I chased the Fly Logic while in Kanto because I decided the main switch. I found a Jolteon on Route 16. They had Thunder, and then I taught it Blizzard was the move tutor.
Which starter did you have?
I took the Clefable.
Okay, so I hit the Hitmontop, which was holding a TM, I think it's 9, which I think is the Psych Up TM, which you can never normally get, which happened to be Ice Beam, and I took that to Alakazam, which is why I was so desperate to stay with the Alakazam.
No, yeah, that makes sense. If you commit that TM to the Alakazam, that's not a bad.
Yeah, because you'll never find that TM again.
Yep.
And if a habit hasn't been a thing that anyone else has noticed from a trend in this, I'll use a Poliwrath because it's got Ice Beam. So I was sticking with the Alakazam.
Yeah, almost had a bit of a problem on red, but you were high enough level that it could tank some hits.
Did you end up doing Rocket Base, or what was the other thing I did that didn't have that?
I did rocket. I did Mahogany Rockets. I did not do Tin Tower.
Yeah, that's the big one then.
And
Tin Tower was just a massive troll. Though it got me going over to Waterstone Chamber, which otherwise I would have been forever waiting for that rainbow badge, probably.
Yeah, that's fair. I decided to go check the chambers. After I got through Ice Pass, I think.
Yeah.
I had to take an AFK for about 5 minutes, and I didn't really feel that great after that. So that was like in the middle of a Chuck's gym after Roll Islands. So after that, I went to Mount Mortar Waterfall, got the mystery egg, decided, you know what, let's go check the scenes all around Newbark Town and whatnot, because I had everything but the E4, so figured that was a okay play to make. And then maybe after that, I would have done Tin Tower, but...
Yeah, Waterfall would have been a complete troll if it wasn't for that mystery egg giving a badge, so I think it was around.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've already been told, but the Ho-Oh on top of Tin Tower was in fact a Mewtwo with Spore, which would have been nice. But I was already committed. I was a few levels higher than it. I didn't look at its moveset until a red fight either.
Yeah, we were talking about it with Raylan, like, if and only if it was Psychic, it probably would have been worth main switch,
Yeah.
but obviously there's not much reason to check it right there, so...
What are the chances?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what's the chances of an Alakazam with Psychic in the first place, right?
I know. Oh yeah, I found that early on and ran that for the...
Almost killed the Hitmontop I've had.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice main, except the other two moves were physical for quite a while, but other than that, it worked out.
Yeah, I don't know if I really have anything else. You have anything, Raylan?
No. Just all pretty straightforward towards the end there.
I put off Lighthouse for the longest time, and then when I saw the Glacier Badger, I'm like, oh no, that's bad, especially if you decide to take the boat immediately or something like that. And then I saw that led right into the Rising Badge. I'm like, oh no, that's not great at all, because that looks up so many more checks. And then Matt Mortar was Tin Tower. I'm like, oh god, it's just like chain after chain after chain.
Yeah, for sure, especially with the secret potion there, which was in Dragon's Den, and of course that then ended up being nothing, so there was nothing there.
Oh dang, yeah, I never went back to Dragon's Den either.
That there were in the end the two big time saves that Furious had, which was somewhat traded for a bit of a longer chuck than you usually need to take for. But yeah, that overall, with Chaotix going to do the hideout and then turn in the machine part before going to the flower shop, in the end, gave you the chance to get the win out of this Furious. But yeah, it definitely could have been come to just to Chaotix going to the flower shop earlier.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I mean, obviously at that point when you found the mystery egg, there was not much reason to go into the tower before just checking that real quick. But if you would have gone in there, then choatix would also still have had a good chance. Or if the Ho-Oh chamber at that point would have had the Thunder Badge, the advantage towards choatix would have been a bit bigger, since you would have had to go through all the way of the tower.
Yeah, gotcha.
I mean, in the end, it just comes down to who does get his last badge first most of the time, and this time, you just were a bit quicker to it.
Yeah, just get lucky.
Yep.
Basically.
I'm just gonna say I've got the excuse of I haven't practiced in a week, you know.
Oh, hey man, I have not touched the game since my last, or maybe I did like one pickup race, but other than that, I haven't touched the game at all. So
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, you both did play pretty well, and it was definitely interesting to see these slight different approaches at, especially the middle stage with choatix taking the boat. So it definitely made for an interesting race, and yeah, in the end, sometimes it's just the decision to go to that one correct check or not that it boils down to. So yeah. That's yeah.
well, I think you're able to put on an entertaining race. I'm gonna head out now, so thank you guys for commenting and putting on the restream and whatnot. It's always appreciated. And GG's again, choatix. Good luck in the last round.
GG, thank you. Good luck on your qualification. Hopefully.
Thank you. we'll see what happens.
Yeah. How does the free qualification part work? I mean, that's
it's basically you take the sum of your opponent's scores and deduct the highest and lowest from there, and that's gonna be the tiebreaker score.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh no! I think I think I'm saying I have to win in order to make it. Because my
your whole score
the
was
median.
like 4 before this race. I
yeah,
think.
that's because I lost. I think it's because I lost the first round, and then that put
I
me
mean
in
that does cause some issues there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see what happens. If I make it, that's great. If not, that's alright as well.
I mean, compared at 3-2 standings for you, Furious, you have a score of 6 compared to Snowbear's 11 and IB and Snorbs being at 10. So that's that's definitely
I'm surprised mine is so high. Is that non-median?
It should be correct.
If we're using it's median then, so that's not
it's
too
median
bad.
vocals, yeah.
So I know that one of my opponents is currently not so the top one that's being excluded. I'm pretty sure that opponent hasn't lost a game in the tournament since, or at all. So
Yeah.
if that would obviously skew the results a lot if it wasn't taking median. But if it is median, there's a chance. Just got to win the next one.
Yeah, and hope all your opponents win too, if all possible, basically.
Yeah, true.
I mean, yours is pretty high, so you should be pretty good if you win.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for commentating the match as well. And we move into the next round now, right?
Yep, this was last match of round 5, so we have 27 more matches, I think. So
I guess so.
Probably won't be any today, but
no, starting from tomorrow.
too much admin.
It would be awful to try to deal with restream things on the same day. At least we got this done early on this day, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be all for us. So
Okay.
follow our runners. Follow, I guess, me and Raylan too if you really want to, but yeah, keep an eye out. We have the plan is to get all those matches done by the 5th, so there's gonna be some more matches to go here pretty soon. Probably starting from tomorrow, but We'll see. Yeah. I guess with that, see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.